Firstly, Shibani, help us with your take. How do you analyze the markets right now? Because of late, the markets have been consolidating at those higher levels, waiting for some more clarity on what could happen to the tariff. And the earnings season is also in full swing. What factors are at play for the markets, and what sentiment are you catching the hold of right now?
Hi, good morning. Pleasure to be on your show. So if you look at Indian markets over the last year or so, our markets have been fairly resilient in the backdrop of what's happening globally with all the tariff-related uncertainty and geopolitical tensions. Having said that, if you look at calendar year to date on a relative basis, if you look at Indian markets, they have somewhat underperformed the emerging market tax. In that context, when you look at our markets today, if you look at the macro factors, macro and policy factors continue to remain fairly buoyant, and policy has been supportive. We have been seeing improvement, especially as far as the rural consumption trajectory goes, with income improving. However, I think the biggest factor to watch out from our market perspective, apart from the global factors that we have been discussing, is what happens to corporate earnings. All of last year, we saw muted trends in terms of corporate earnings delivery with low single-digit earnings growth for FY25. And we were also seeing earnings downgrades every quarter. And I think that has led to our markets today trading at valuations, which if you look at Nifty at over 22 times 1 year forward earnings, is close to fair value range. The mid caps are trading at slight premium to their long-term history, and the small caps are trading at a significant premium to their long-term history. So for our markets from here on, earnings delivery becomes crucial. In this quarter, which is the first quarter, our expectations are of mid-single-digit earnings growth. But when you look at the full year as a whole, which is FY26, at this point in time, expectations are of improvement of close to double-digit earnings growth for the year as a whole. So therefore, delivery of earnings in this context of valuations becomes important. And hopefully from here on in the second half of the year, you should start seeing improvement as far as corporate earnings goes.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.